The next topic that we want to cover from the mount position is going to be bugging your opponent's neck. Wrestlers call it cross-facing. We call it bugging the neck, however you want to phrase it. What we're going to do is we're going to take our forearm, and I like to use just below the knuckle on my pinky all the way up to almost my elbow. And I want to start with the pinky and turn his head. And then I drive my arm all the way across his jawline on either direction. This is so if my opponent is trying to sit up or is trying to push me off of him, I just turn his head and then I like to grab that shoulder on either side. Okay? I just grab. If he's wearing a gi, if it's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu match, when you turn his head, there's a really nice grip right there on the gi. If he's not wearing a gi, that's fine. You just turn the head, grab his entire shoulder. That keeps his head pinned down. When you're bugging the neck, and you're going to hear us say that a whole lot in this series, bugging the neck is very important to maintain your position because it controls and more or less limits the options that your opponent has on how to roll. So in other words, if I'm pushing his head this way, he can no longer sit up and face this direction. His body won't let him because it would break his neck. So if I go here, I know his only option is to face this way, is to roll this way. I'm going to use that to set up my submissions, all right? Or to control him when he's trying to posture up, when he's trying to bench press me, whenever he's trying to work some of the different escapes. An example of that, I have the table theory in motion here. I've got my good base going. I'm fluid-like, so every time my opponent tries to bench press me, tries to raise up, all I do is cross-face him. And now I can control him pretty effectively, okay? You need to get used to bugging your opponent's neck. We're going to do that from virtually every position, and we're going to use that to set up a lot of our submissions and positions.